Most people know what the Eiffel Tower is, and that is in Paris, France, and it's a symbol of French pride. But do you understand why it's being lit on fire once a week at this point? Here's the Eiffel Tower from last month, being shrouded in black smoke as North African Muslims lit it on fire. Why would they light it on fire? Oh, because Paris won a soccer game. That's why. It's not just the Eiffel Tower, of course, the symbol of France. It was the entire city of Paris that was turned into a war zone. Again, by predominantly North African Muslim migrants that are allowed to live there and to openly destroy the civilization that they don't understand. They don't understand Western civilization. Their ancestors didn't build it. They didn't have any part in maintaining it through multiple world wars, which Paris survived, only to be destroyed by the one destructive force that we know will truly wreck your civilization, which is forced diversity. Seemingly the most destructive force that planet Earth has ever seen. And you can see it happening across the Western world with every passing day. Look at all these young French boys. Look at this. Just a classic group of young French schoolboys there. Yeah, marauding, absolute hooligans, absolute terrorists, frankly. Anyway, people in Paris are calling this out. French people are calling this out and demanding that whatever's left of France be saved. Marine Le Pen, ladies and gentlemen, probably the most famous French politician, a French patriot, somebody who has received the Donald Trump treatment by having the state attack her and lawfare against her. And a major ruling just happened in a major case that was brought against, very similar to the cases they brought against Trump. We'll see what happens there. But here she is. Only in France does a victory of a football club spark riots. Only in France does everyone feel compelled to lock themselves in their homes the night of victory to avoid being confronted with violence. Le Pen saying, please, let us have our country again. Going thoroughly viral on this too, by the way, 123,000 likes, 3 million views, 17,000 reposts. Marine Le Pen. She's got 3 million subscribers. She is one of the single most powerful leaders of the center right in France. I would just call her a nationalist. She's not far right at all. She's somebody who simply wants to return France to like the France of 20 years ago. That's not far right at all. But she has just been granted a massive victory. Marine Le Pen says that she will run for president of France after court lifts her ban. Remember how they gave President Trump a mugshot? How'd that work out for them? Trump won all 7 swing states, the popular vote. Trump won the Electoral College in a landslide. National Rally leader Marine Le Pen has been sentenced to 3 years in prison, 2 of which she's already suspended, and fined $100,000. The remaining 1 year will be served under house arrest with an electronic bracelet. The court reduced her political ineligibility from 5 years to 45 months, of which she's already served 30. Because Le Pen has already begun serving the disqualification of the initial ruling, the court ruled that the ineligibility period has been satisfied, making her eligible to run for France's April 2027 presidential election, happening in less than 1 year. Le Pen has previously stated that she would not seek the presidency if forced to campaign while wearing an electronic ankle monitor. Le Pen is now going to be running for president, and she is destroying all of the polls, just like President Trump did. She's previously stated that she won't run for president if she's forced to wear an ankle monitor. So what's happening next? Donald Trump has been cleared to run. President Trump said that, called her the leading candidate.
In court and is now banned from running for office for 5 years. Do you have a comment on that?
That's a big deal. That's a very big deal. I know all about it, and a lot of people thought she wasn't going to be convicted of anything, and I don't know if it means conviction, but she was banned for running for 5 years, and she's the leading candidate. That sounds like this country.
That's exactly right. Look at Marine Le Pen. She can't even move. She's so famous in France. She's seen as the savior of France, someone to return France to the actual French people that built it and own the country and the language and the culture. She can't go anywhere in France. She has a Donald Trump style quality about her. She will be allowed to run, and most importantly, she will not be running against Emmanuel Macron. For France, the resistance. Join us and support our presidential campaign that begins right here. MarineLePen.com. So it's happening, as well as French President Macron says he will leave politics after his term ends in 2027. So Macron says he's out. He will not be running again. His maximum 2 terms are over. He's finished. He tells a group of high school students in Cyprus that he will not continue politics after his 10 years as president of France. Very long time. Will not stay in politics. I didn't do politics before, and I will not do it after. I think everybody's had enough of this, although it's been very entertaining. The mauling of his face by Brigitte. Smacks him in the face. It's just great timing. It's just been a nightmare. It's just been an absolute total nightmare for France. Le Pen's far right has already won big. This is from a 2024. Early projections show the national rally on course to have a big victory of votes in the new parliament. Emmanuel Macron's election gamble backfires. All right, national rally wins big round in the elections. Marine Le Pen declaring President Macron's alliance was wiped out. So they've already had huge victories, and now it looks like Marine Le Pen is doing just massive rallies and is going to take on this problem. Remarkable statistics from France. Foreigners make up 8% of the population, but account for 24% of the prison inmates, 77% of solved rapes in Paris, 54% of street crime, and 40% of vehicle thefts in Nice, and 38% of burglaries and muggings across France. Same statistics for everywhere. Diversity has failed. Multiculturalism has failed. And it's time to reverse the tide. So long live the Republic of France, Marine Le Pen says. She has taken a 19% lead in the polls to be French president, a staggering achievement. The French want their country back. Mass deportations are on the way. This is the turning point. First, they banned Marine Le Pen. Now she's leading the polls, and she's likely to be the next French president. She's leading the polls. Her party is leading the polls massively by almost 40%. And you're looking at a major run right now. Something is changing in Europe, across Europe. Marine Le Pen now is crushing the major prediction markets. Completely dominant, and announcing her candidacy for presidential election with Jordan Bardella, who's a very, very popular member of parliament. We're going to launch a presidential campaign. Together, we will go to convince the French people that we are the only ones who can make good decisions and change their future. Here, ladies and gentlemen, I don't speak French, but we translated this for you. Here we go. You're looking at the next president of France. Let's go.